Good afternoon. After lunch, I often see people having a siesta, but I'm finding all the eyes are open. So, well, Professor Dr. Raj Gopal sir, Professor Kalpana Raghunath, Dr. Balaraju, Dr. Lingaya, Dr. Khubchand, Dr. Suresh Surapani, Mr. Bala Srinivas, the backbone of the program here, and eminent physicians and surgeons in the audience, students, it is a great pleasure to reconnect to you, all of you. It was a natural for forming a DNB Alumni Association for an organization which has been in existence for so many years on by. All organizations have old boys association. If you look at colleges and universities and abroad also, old boys associations have already been there. But they shy away from calling them old girls association. I would like Anbai to say old boys and young girls association to this. Why don't you name it this way? Girls always remain young. Dr. Balaraju raised many points. Alumni, I mean, of course, Anbai represents the hospitals which are accredited by the National Board. And it's a very noble thing to do because keeping the flock together, they take up their cause, the students' cause and the faculty cause and the hospital cause. But once they pass out, they should be kept the flock together. And that is very important. And it has many positives. We feel proud of you all who have established themselves against odds. There have been examples where, and you should not feel that way because whenever a new faculty comes or a consultant comes in your field, he faces the same thing. Let's take it like that only rather than your degree-oriented discrimination. Dr. Balaraju also mentioned about creating strong corridors for research wing, question bank, bus created. They can come out with thought-provoking suggestions to the National Board. So therefore, as a group, a lot can be done once you are together. And I can tell you that for almost 20-25 years, we have been having people who are DNB and who are faculty at All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Just they were DNB and they had all the qualifications. So I know a professor of surgery. She was in a unit where now she focuses on vascular surgery. And I wanted to, in fact, ask Dr. Preeti about her. They know him. I'm sure she must have joined the association, the Scientific National Association. Similarly, we have an anesthetist who is full professor of anesthesiology, who is a DNB, was selected. Obviously, it is the performance and the credentials, and the government had, India, the NMC particularly had done a good job in giving equivalence. So that is a good step. In times to come, I hope our dream comes true. And just like the American board, we have only one degree because it is causing a lot of anomalous scenario, which I have mentioned several times today. So the National Board of Examination, General of Medical Sciences, which is in its 17th or 18th issue, this time it comes out every month, first week, is there for all of you, and you can all. So I have tried my best to get all the email addresses of the all the alumni who have passed out, and there are about 60,000 email addresses, and I've been sending, because it's free of cost, easy to send online emails. I've been sending, and I hope all of you get it. If not, update your addresses through NBI so that emails can be sent, and you get the journals and you contribute to it. You show the way to the young generation of people. Regarding the issue which is little intriguing to me, because I did a lot of homework on this, and that is the hospitals. I won't name the hospital. Big hospitals, really biggest ones. And the owners say that, why don't you give us stipend? I went into the details about literature as to the contribution of a resident in a hospital program as far as the revenue generation is concerned. There's a very good article. I mean, things could be arguable either way. There's a very good article by Maria, and I'll send it across to Anbai to be shared to everyone. 3 residents, they contribute equal to 1 faculty's financial input. Imagine. So this is a very mathematical model calculated that 3 residents can give an output to the hospital in terms of revenue earning equal to 1 consultant. Why do we shy away? Can we run our ICUs without the residents? Is this not generating economy? Why do we crow about saying that resident stipend should be paid by the government only, then we can run the hospitals? So this is as I said, it could be an arguable issue. I'm not pinning down. Dr. Lingaya was right that, and Dr. Suresh, and our people have voiced it. I am telling you that the person who is the owner of the largest corporate hospital in India, they keep talking about this in meeting, and I have given them the literature that why are you saying so? Just because you can have easily get it from the government. But then I took up with the government also. The government and I spoke to the highest people, and they said that we can think about it through the National Health Mission. There is money in it. We came down to 3,000 crore rupees. But finally, when it went to the cabinet, people who met, he said, "What are you talking about? These are hospitals which are generating revenue. Why don't they dissipate it to the residents who contribute as well?" So it is not that we are blind to it. At the national board, we want programs to happen. And if the bottleneck is the resident stipend, we thought, let us help. But it is not going to ring the bell, let me tell you that. I hope it does. Because then when I realized that there could be a stalemate, then a realistic figures that I have given today, that the future of health impact on GDP, I looked at the literature from the World Economic Summit. There's a global forum for it. They come out with regular data. And I mentioned about the $12 trillion economy globally, which is health related through two segments, the hospital space and the devices and the manpower. Then I spoke to the people saying that, why don't you take it as an investment? If you can invest in resident training program, and we have many more residents, they will soon be faculty. They'll be contributing to the economy. And I gave the example of Cuba. So I'm telling you everything which has happened. But it takes time. Sometimes it takes time to convince the authorities. But towards the end of the day, I don't think it is too difficult for hospitals to sit down on the desk and the drawing board to calculate their account sheets, and see that actually paying stipend to the resident is revenue earning actually, and not other way around. But anyway, I'm not sure which way it will go. As regards the overall contribution of the alumni and ANBI is concerned, so it is not rocket science. When you look back to your alma mater, to your institutions, coming back home is always emotional. It also encourages the young lot, and the young lot sees in you their future, and where you are settled. It is very encouraging. You can handhold those who are passing out, feeling that they are your own. So all this will gel into a very good package. So this association would strive to perfection, just like other associations. It is a wonderful step taken by the ANBI, and do call it Old Boys and Young Girls Association. Thank you so much.